Jesus Christ realized that he was the universe experiencing himself, right? And when he tried to tell other people, they killed him. I mean, it's just... And then the Hindus say, oh, well done. You found out now. You found out that you're just you experiencing you. You know, when you're walking through the street and you're seeing other people, yeah, it's just you experiencing you. You didn't know that by now? Wake up. Hello? Wake up. What I really want to ask today, gentlemen, is, are you still having fun? That's the question I've been asking myself more than any other. And especially since it's the start of the new year, I think it's important that we come back to that question and answer that question for ourselves. Am I still enjoying this? Am I getting lost in the mire and the process of it all to actualize this goal? Or am I actually enjoying what I'm doing every single day? Some days I go to bed and I don't even know what I've done for the whole day, and I have not been there at all. And then I look back at some of my early videos and I can't help but find myself so wise in saying that it's just about being present with it all. And I've had a big realization, especially over the last 2 days, that in respects to purpose, I don't think purpose is something that you can get lost in. A lot of guys will write to me and send me emails and send me tweets and things like that. And they say, Joseph, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to do here? And my honest answer is, you can do whatever the fuck you want. There doesn't have to be a grand overarching purpose if you don't want there to be. I think, here's an unpopular opinion, I think it's okay to wander and kind of go through life finding interesting things, being present with those things, exploring them, and then fucking die at the end of it. I think there are people who are having far more fulfilling, impactful, less karmic residue in terms of their lives just by doing that. They don't have to become a big CEO or entrepreneur, or they can work a normal 9 to 5, or they can be a dustbin man, or whatever the case is. But as long as you're enjoying that process, as long as you're being present with every single day, I think that's a really good way to live life. I think that's the best way to live life. And, you know, with all the coaching I do and all the systems I go through with guys to try and actualize their goal, the most important thing often falls deaf on their ears, which is, are you enjoying the process of what you're doing? Like if you're a content creator and you're making YouTube videos like me, or you're writing tweets, or you're making Instagram reels or TikTok, whatever the case may be, is, are you actually enjoying it? Or are you just looking at the analytics? Are you just waiting, oh, this one got 15 subscribers, this one only got 7, this one only got a certain amount of views, this one got, you know, twice as many views. I need to do more of that. But do you enjoy that? Do you enjoy speaking about that? I've been asking myself that question a lot nowadays. And I think it's something that you need to be asking yourself. So you have your goal. Maybe you wrote a goal down for 2023. Maybe it was to make a certain amount of money, like over $10,000, pounds per month, right? Why the fuck do you want that? Like, what's that for? What's the utility for that? Is that gonna add to you living the life you want? Maybe it is. Maybe you can justify it. Maybe you're enjoying that process. I certainly am. But other people, I just think they're smashing their heads against the wall, and they're missing out on the best part, which is to live every single second of your day. And that's what you're doing when you're meditating. That's what I'm doing when I'm sharing all of the content that I share. It's just be here now, as Ram Dass would say, as Eckhart Tolle would say, as, you know, some of these very influential philosophers and thinkers of, you know, the last 100 years or so, is, are you just here now? Like I look at people walking through the streets, and I look at people at my gym, and they're just not. They're not there, you know. They're just kind of they're drifting. They're drifting, as Napoleon Hill would say in his great book, Outwitting the Devil, which is a great book, by the way, far better than Think and Grow Rich. And it's just, have you been drifting? Have you just been getting lost in the process? Sometimes you have to be grateful to be alive, and every single second is a gift. A lot of people might not think it that way. They might look at somebody who's maybe working. There is a agenda against the 9 to 5, and especially if you're a creator, especially if you're an entrepreneur, especially if you want to create something for yourself, I think it's very easy to target people who maybe have an employer and say, what you're doing is wrong. What you're doing is not living your life on your own terms. What you're doing is, you know, not your higher self, going against your purpose. And I perpetuated this for a long time. I perhaps still do. But I think there's a strong narrative, there's a strong argument to be made that some people really enjoy that shit. They really do. There are some 9 to 5s I have fond memories of, that I made good connections, found good people, and actually enjoy the process of going up to work, driving, listen to a podcast on the way to work, having some chit chat with people in the office. I enjoyed that process, and it was very, very fulfilling. And my quality of life was very, very high in some of those circumstances. Perhaps not my previous occupation. I mean, I think my quality of life is far higher now, but it's all about process. It's all about presence. It's all about being in the moment, being in the now, because nothing else exists. Here's something to think about, is that your memories, your past and your future has no bearing on the present circumstance. And it can't make you suffer because your past and your future aren't real. The only thing that makes you suffer is your memories and your imagination about those things. The only thing that's real is now, is you watching this video, feeling your own heartbeat. That's what meditation gives you. It gives you that joy, it gives you that freedom, it gives you that enlightenment, it gives you that peace, that tranquility, that composure to just be here fucking now and enjoy it. Enjoy speaking, enjoy laughing, enjoy doing the dishes, enjoy watching TV. If you just like watching TV at the end of a hard day's work, then enjoy the process of watching TV. But if you find yourself stooped in anxiety that you should be doing something better than this right now, you should be working on your business, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Yeah. I mean, that's not being present. That's being here. You're not in your body. You're not in the moment. And I understand that there can be a narrative. It's really your dharma. It's your duty. It's what you're here to learn. You're the universe experiencing yourself in this particular incarnation to learn whatever you need to learn. Spoiler alert, by the way. The Hindus, the Hindus are funny when they say here's a Western idea of essentially what everything what this all is, right? So Jesus Christ realized that he was the universe experiencing himself, right? And when he tried to tell other people, they killed him. I mean, it's just and then the Hindus say, oh, well done, you found out now. You found out that you're just you experiencing you. When you're walking through the street and you're seeing other people, yeah, it's just you experiencing you. You didn't know that by now? Wake up. Hello, wake up. It's just you experiencing you. Sometimes we take this shit too seriously, man. You take it too seriously. What's funny is that when people meet me, they say that I'm less serious than they anticipated me to be. Because in my videos, I can be very serious and very, you have to do this, you have to do that, and this is the way to live, and etc., etc., etc. Which I think does have some weight to it. Some of my teachings. I'm not backtracking on that, but you gotta be able to laugh at yourself and have fun. You gotta enjoy this process. Here's the difference: is that you don't want to be serious. You want to be sincere. Being serious and sincere are two completely different things. Sincerity is being genuine. I'm genuine about the stuff that I say and I share. Sexual energy mastery, fasting, meditation, online business. I'm very genuine. I'm very sincere about that. I think it's a wonderful way to live life because it gives you a lot more time to maybe do novel things that maybe a constraining 9 to 5 wouldn't be able to do. And I'm genuine when I say that. I genuinely think that if you're unhappy where you are now in your 9 to 5, an online business model is a very viable option, and it's going to take a lot of hard work, but when you get out the other end, it's one of the best things. Like my quality of life that was very, very high. Not bragging, I'm just saying genuinely, I'm being sincere about this. I think it's a very, very flexible way to live, and I enjoy flexibility in my life. But like I said again, some people enjoy their 9 to 5s. That's fine. I completely missed my point here, but I was saying I was on the process of sincerity and seriousness, right? So you want to be sincere, about what you're saying, but you don't want to be serious. Like, I don't believe that that's the only way to live. I've met people who've got some great 9 to 5, some really enjoyable 9 to 5, some people who work in marine biology, and they spend all their time looking after like sharks and jellyfish and turtles. And I'm like, fucking A, man, that's great. That's really exciting to get up in the morning. You're going in the tank and you're interacting with all this You're interacting with God, you're interacting with animals and creatures of the earth, and you're looking after them and you're nurturing them and taking care of them. That's a really cool job to just be present with, just enjoy every single moment of it. But there are other jobs which make it more difficult, pushing papers, maybe writing emails, maybe, creating, some really dull office work output. Maybe that's it. And that's more difficult to kind of be present and content with. But then you have to look at the contrast of other people who are maybe having a even more difficult time. People who maybe don't have a job in the first place. I mean, having a job is better than not having a job. It gives you purpose, gives you meaning, gives you direction. So, this is just me ranting for a while because this is a message. All my videos are really a message to myself, a younger version of me. Out there right now, there's a version of Joseph who's, in his early 20s. He doesn't know what to do. He's thinking, you got to get this in order. You got to get things right. And maybe that's your temperament. That's fine. But if you are going to do that, don't forget to enjoy the ride, brother. It's a wild one. And time, I know as trite as it say, as people say, it flies by. And one moment you're going to be thinking about, where'd it all go? Many sacrifices I've made, many things that I've had to give up on, and not be present in the moment, enjoying it, experiencing it, for going through the trials and tribulations of making my life what it is today. So, a message to me, a message to everybody here is again just a reminder: are you having fun? This isn't a theory. This is real life. So take it, it's all valuable, and I'll bring you something else very soon. Stay present.